It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Thursday, the 5th of June. I'm James Spann. Some active storms are likely around here later today, and we'll maintain the chance of storms at least through tomorrow. And actually, it's that time of the year where there's a chance of a storm every day. We all know that. Let's go in there and take a look. This is the water vapor satellite view, and you can clearly see the deal. We have an upper high that is centered this morning over Texas, and storms are rotating on the periphery of that. On the top side, the eastern side, and that big MCS over Tennessee is drifting down into Alabama as I do this update early this morning. That was the radar at 5:05. At that point, the storms were just north of the border. They'll be coming on down into the Tennessee Valley and slowly weakening this morning, but those storms will lay down boundaries that will serve as the initiation point for new storms later today down our way, and those could certainly pack a punch. Here's a watch warning map around the nation. Out west, an excessive heat warning for Phoenix, an excessive heat watch for Las Vegas. A severe thunderstorm watch for parts of Kansas, and some flash flood warnings up in Tennessee. Here's the risk for today and tonight. The standard slight risk running from west of a line from near Scottsboro down to about Calera and Tuscaloosa. It includes a pretty good chunk of north Alabama. And then west, and a pretty good chunk of Alabama is in the 5% zone today. The higher probabilities are centered around Tulsa and Joplin, Missouri, and Fort Smith, Arkansas. But we'll take a look at our severe weather possibilities here in just a bit. Tomorrow, the slight risk is mainly west of the state, from near Sulligent and Columbus and Tupelo back into the southern plains. And again, the higher percentages are well to the west. And on day 3, which is Saturday, standard slight risk of severe weather, again, west of the state. But I'm telling you, that's a part of the country that often can get into really nasty heat waves and bad droughts in the summer, and it's good to see some rain out there. In fact, look at the rain out there. This is for the next 5 days, and I think this bodes well for the summer for us. Instead of a blistering heat wave developing out there that can edge in here, it just looks wet, very wet, through Tuesday morning of next week, with rain amounts in some cases over 6 inches. Here, the amounts vary from near 2 inches around the Tennessee border down to 1 inch here. And in the tropics, pretty quiet. We still got that little disturbance in the Bay of Campeche. That'll be drifting west and no impact on us. Take a look at modeling. This is the GFS, the Global Forecast System, valid today at 1 o'clock Central Time. This is at 500 millibars. You can see the upper high over Texas, and the storms will rotate on the periphery of that. Down below that, got a surface boundary north of the state as well. We'll check the HRRR model. This is valid this evening at 6 o'clock, and this is a really good high-resolution mesoscale model, and you can see it's suggesting kind of a larger rain mass over North Alabama and storms forming down here, and those storms can be very strong. The air should be quite unstable today. In fact, here's a look at the projected instability at 21Z. That's 4 o'clock this afternoon, and the surface-based capes should be in excess of 3,500 joules per kilogram. Now, this is summer. This is not April. I mean, don't panic when you see that. We have very high capes most days, but those are fairly high for a June day, so the air will be very buoyant. But helicity, no, there is none. I mean, there's no tornado threat here. But with these summer storms on a day like today, they can produce wet microbursts. Localized areas of very strong winds that can knock down trees and power lines. And also there could be some hail with these storms today, so we'll keep an eye on them. There could be a few severe thunderstorm warnings required. Tomorrow, the boundary goes nowhere. We're not going to get into dry air here. We stay in soupy air, so again, we'll maintain the chance of a few passing showers and storms. Highs both days, upper 80s. Not going to rain all day tomorrow, but it's going to rain at times. And this is Saturday as the weekend begins. You can see a pretty good little moisture axis stretched out across the state. And don't panic when you see all that green. That doesn't mean it's going to rain everywhere. But no doubt there will be scattered showers and storms about, the sun out at times. Again, I think the high will be in the upper 80s. Still, I'm not so sure we touch 90 anytime soon. Somebody might. Birmingham has failed to reach 90 this year. And there's Sunday, pretty much the same deal. We'll mention this the standard summer forecast. Partly sunny, a few scattered, mostly afternoon and evening showers and storms. Highs upper 80s. And that's going to be the theme for a while. We're just going to roll with the persistence forecast. This is Monday of next week. Here's Tuesday. There is dry air north of here, but it's just not going to make it down in through here. Wednesday, Again, just don't see any evidence or reason to change or vary from the standard summer formula. And this is a week from today. This is Thursday. The upper high that was over Texas is into retrogression. It's back over Mexico. Looks like a little troughing action to the east of here. And down below that, same deal. Maybe a thunderstorm in spots. Some type of little tropical broad low is down around Key West. And again, the model has hinted at that, but the upper winds would not seem to favor anything significant forming down there. We'll check the end of the forecast. This is June 20th. 594 heat bubble is over the southwest United States where they can keep it. And around here we've got broad troughing, and that looks relatively wet. So again, the good news, no sign of any really super hot weather for the state for the next 15 days, and that's great news. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.